So, what's new in my Etsy shop? Well, right now, nothing. But I am going to be adding my originals. Probably not until sometime in August, September, October, like anyways, towards the fall. I will be adding a lot of original paintings because I'm running out of room in my studio to store them. So, I'm just going to do a quick flip through of my originals. If you see something that you like, mention it in the comments, and maybe that's something I can get posted in Etsy sooner rather than later. So let's take a little quick tour, okay? Okay, this one is on a cradled board. It's 12 by 16 called Home. That one I am definitely going to have for sale eventually. But like I said, if you want it sooner rather than later, let me know and I will list it and then let you know I listed it. This one was done in CW Live as well. That will be for sale. It's a 10 by 10, no, 12 by 12. Oops. We have Whimsy Chicks here. This could be called, I think I called it Sisters, but it could be a mother and daughter as well. So that one would just call it Whimsy Chicks Sisters. Here is Whimsy Chicks Sisters as well. But this one, call this Whimsy Chicks Poppies if you're interested in that one. Oh, this is Bellissimo. I don't know that I'm going to sell her. I just really love her. I don't know if I'm going to sell that one. If you're interested, let me know and I'll give it some consideration. This is Jolly Soul. That was from our CW Live class as well. I'm selling that. That's a 12, no, what is it? That's a 16 by 20. This one I'm not selling. This one I'm selling, Haunted Night. There's Haunted Night. Oh, it's a 16 by 20. This one is Harvest Chalkboard. Also a 16 by 20. I will be selling that one. This is Primitive Halloween Cat. Now this one is a 16 by 20. It's on canvas. Hear that? So that is a canvas, nice and prim. Love it. This is on a cradled board. This one is called Conscience. Just letting you read that. Be Grateful. That's also, I think that's more like, that's not a 16 by 20. It's not a standard size, but it's done with that caramel colors paint. So you can see it's very textured and real prim. So that one I will sell as well. This is Whimsy Chicks Cheers. And I love the paint I used for the little champagne has glitter in it. I don't know if you can really see the glitter, but anyway, a little sparkly paint. And I love their little snarky faces. Okay, this one is called Christmas Joy. This is a 16 by 20 cradled board. I'm going to be selling that. I'm going to be selling her, I can't think of her name, Hope. Let me see, Rose Hope Angel. I'm going to be selling that one. And then this is like a 12 by 24. Oh, I can't remember her name. Just put tall, narrow, tall angel in white dress or something if you're interested in that one. As much as I love this one, I'm probably going to be selling this one as well because these larger paintings I really don't have room for. And this one is called Carry No Burdens. Oh, we recently finished that in CW Live. That one is called Help Someone. This one is called Blessed Are the Merciful. That is a 16 by 20 cradled board. And then this one, that's Bella. I think that's what I named her. Anyways, that's Bella the cow. That is a 16 by 20 cradled board. It's got a lot of nice texture and stuff in it. We can call this one Folk Birds or Fractor Birds. That is a 8 by 10. No, that's bigger than 8 by 10. It's 11 by 14. 11 by 14. This is also 11 by 14 Americana Chicks. This one, Let Freedom Ring. Cradled board, 11 by 14. She Saved Every Bee, 11 by 14, cradled board. I love the spattering in that. We did that in CW Live. Okay, guys, so that's it for now. I do have more originals. Also, just know that all of those originals that I just showed you, I will be also offering those in prints in different sizes, like 8 by 10, 11 by 14, and 16 by 20, and larger on some of them, if, you know, because the larger ones, when I scan them, I can, you know, they're obviously bigger already. So when I scan them at 300 DPI, they will be that large. Like I can't scan something that is an 8 by 10 and make it, and scan it at 300 DPI and then make it an 18 by 24. It would be too pixelated and blurry and it wouldn't look good. So anyways, that's it. So if you see something you like, just message me or put it in the comments and I will get with you if that's something you're interested in purchasing. Okay, thanks for watching. Look how cool it looks, guys. I love it. Let me talk to you for a minute and have that in the background, my masterpiece. I want to talk to you guys a little bit here. So this is my art channel. I haven't created a lot of art in the last few CreaTubes, so forgive me for that. My plan is to make this channel more about art, the creative process. I want to teach you more about art journaling and just do more helpful things for artists. Whether you're a beginner artist, intermediate, or you've been an artist for a long time, we can all learn from one another. And hopefully I'll have some advice or some insights to my career that might help you along the way. So forgive me for not having a lot of art related things. I am going to intermix my art with my needlework business because I design cross stitch, I design punch needle, rug hooking patterns, and soon, at least in 2022, I will be offering wool applique as well. I also eventually would love to design quilts, but you know, one thing at a time. And it, you know, all of that depends on how I can divide my time up amongst all these things. Art being my first love, I want to put more effort into my artwork. So, having said that, I'm getting ready to go on a cross-stitching retreat where I am a guest designer. It's out in Tulsa, Oklahoma. It's about a 14.5-hour drive nonstop. So with stopping and everything, it'll probably be a 16-hour drive. My husband and I are leaving this coming Tuesday. So my next CreaTube will probably be pretty much all about that. I do plan on taking, obviously my sketchbook goes with me everywhere, but you know, I'm hoping to take some color pencils and stuff, and maybe in the car I can record myself doing some of that kind of fun stuff, you know, because like I said, I want this to be more about my art than my needlework. If you want to see all about my needlework business, you can watch that at my other YouTube channel. So anyway, what I'm getting at is after I get back from the Silver Needle Retreat, I'm going to make myself a new schedule, and I'm going to come down here to the studio first thing in the morning and spend 2 to 3 hours painting. That way I will have a lot more art to show you. I will feel more satisfied because I feel most satisfied when I have been able to paint and create. So stick around if you could. It's going to get better. It's going to get more focused on the art. I have been doing a lot of planning. You know, my husband mentioned to me, creating an what do you call it? Oh, it was right on the tip of my tongue. An exit strategy. So my husband is 5 years older than me. He retired from sheet metal last October 2020. So he's working full-time with me in the pattern business, needlework business. Because if I say pattern business, you might think I design clothes, right? In the needlework business, and he takes care of shipping all of our patterns and all of that kind of thing. So he mentioned to me the other day about an exit strategy for in 5 years. And I'm like, in 5 years, I'm not going to exit my business in 5 years. I can't. I am a creative person. I will always do something. But we want to try to mainstream it a little bit easier so that we're not working so many hours. So anyways, I've been just really putting my thinking cap on, brainstorming ideas and things. So I have a lot of cool things coming up regarding not just my needlework business, but my art business, some fun things, I'm going to do a lot of PDF downloads. I'll give you a little hint. One of the things that I would love to do is offer my angels, my whimsy chicks, some of those type of drawings and paintings. I would like to offer them in PDF format where an artist could download it, and then in this YouTube channel, I will do videos where I show you how to take that PDF download and create art journals with it, or little paintings or something. They're going to be like a jumping off point for a painting or an art journal page. So that's something that I've actually had that in my head floating around there in my brain for at least a year now. I just haven't had time to do it. And that for me, for everything in my business, I usually say, well, I just don't have time right now. So where I'm going to find this extra time, I don't know. But winter for me is definitely an easier time to do those sorts of things. Summer, I got the 2 retreats this summer. My mom and Jerry are in town from Florida for the summer. We have more trips and vacations and cookouts and gatherings and things planned more in the summertime. So coming this winter, we as in me, should be able to work on some of those things. Another thing that I have been wanting to do for a couple of years is create more tutorials. I have many people asking me for more tutorials. One of the things that I want to do that I mentioned a long time ago was 30 days, 30 faces. Basically, I would do 30 faces with different emphasis on different things. Like one day we would focus on placement of the eyes, the nose, the mouth, the ears, hairline, all that. And, and then maybe the second day we would focus on shadowing in the face. And then we would do a portrait with watercolor. We would do a portrait with acrylic. We would do a portrait, so all these different angles of the face and different things like that. So anyway, 30 days, 30 faces, that's going to be a huge undertaking. That's why I haven't done it yet. I plan on doing that though for 2022. That's like the one I really want to get done, because painting faces is very difficult for people. But once you understand it all, it's easy. So anyway, I'm rambling now. I just wanted to give out that little blurb about the fact that yes, this is an art channel, but recently I've been more into my needlework because of the retreats and things I have going on this summer. But expect in the next couple CreaTubes to see more art from me. And you'll probably see a bigger smile too that way. All right, guys, thank you so much
Hello.
for being. No, Teeny. Oh my gosh, my dog thinks I'm talking to somebody. I am talking to somebody. But there's nobody here, boo. It's okay. Come here. See my little sweet girl. She's an angel. Mwah. I love you. So, what I am working on right now is these are the floss colors that are for the sampler that I designed for the Silver Needle Retreat. So what the heck, why am I doing it this way? So what I am doing is putting them all together into a bag. So what I'm gonna do is then this goes in the sampler. It doesn't even have to go in the sampler actually. It's gonna go in the swag box. Anyways, miles to go, but my mom said I will help you. Today is Friday, July 9th. I'll be gone all day tomorrow to Ohio. I'm traveling to Ohio. I will be gone all day tomorrow. So Sunday we're gonna work on putting the boxes together, and then Monday fill all the boxes and load them up. So yeah, and check out this timing. We're buying a new truck. Mama's happy about that. What Mama's not happy about is that the truck is ready to pick up Monday, but it won't have the tonneau, what is it called? The tonneau cover for the bed. So I said to Kevin, well, why bother? Because where we have to go pick it up at is like an hour away. So it'd be an hour there, an hour back, at least an hour while we're there to make the transaction. So it's like gonna be 3 to 4 hours out of my day Monday, the day before we leave for this retreat in Tulsa, Oklahoma, which is like gonna be a 16-hour drive. It's insane. It's like, no, we're just gonna rent a vehicle. When we get back, the tonneau cover or whatever it's called will be on the bed of the truck, and then we can leisurely go and get the truck and not feel rushed. Like, I'm so sick of being rushed with everything that I do that it's like, no, I'm not gonna have time Monday anyways. I gotta get all this stuff together. So anyways, that's what I'm working on, guys. Just to get the magnitude of what I'm doing here, there are 150 attendees at this retreat. I designed this sampler. There are 10 floss colors, but there's 2 of this one. 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 1. 1, 2 of this one, and 1 of this one. Okay, so you got to think about that. So basically 300, because there's 150 people going to be there, right? 300, 150, you know what I'm saying? 300 of that color. So here are all the other. Look at 520. Holy shnikes. In case you don't know, this isn't the first time I'm a guest designer at a retreat, and I did not know what I was getting myself into. Not that it's a bad thing, it's just I didn't realize what an undertaking it would be, and this is a huge retreat. Most retreats are like half of that amount, like 75, 80 people is still a big retreat. This is 150 people. Silver Needle is amazing. They have that many people and room for that many people is incredible. But yeah, like baptism by fire, man. I'm going in, and when I'm going in, I'm going all the way in. Like 150 people. So yeah, I just wanted you to see that. Butamus right there. That's all the DMC that I had to purchase for this sampler. Bourbon iced tea. Cheers. Hey guys, I am headed to Cincinnati for the meet and greet at Keepsakes and to pick up the trunk show. But more importantly, the meet and greet is the exciting part. So I don't know, my phone's kind of might fall, so this might be a little entertaining for you. But okay, so I want to talk to you about Teresa's tidbits. The topic today is take time to play. That's really good advice. Not even only in your art, but in your life. You know, have some fun time. Don't constantly be working. Don't constantly be, you know. I mean, I can take that advice, to be honest, as well. So, you know, these tidbits are good for me to review as well. Matter of fact, somebody on Whatcha Paint Wednesday, because I did Teresa's tidbits on comparison, don't compare yourself to others, and I was saying how I wish I had a team of people to help me with my videos, like Kimberly from Fat Quarter Shop. And anyways, one of my wonderful, sweet model stitchers was on there, and she said, would you say in your last CreaTube, don't compare yourself? So, see, I need this as much as y'all do. But this is my take on take time to play. When you are creating art, don't always focus on painting on big canvases and stuff. You need a sketchbook or an art journal of some sort where you can just play. You can try out new products, you can try out new techniques, new subject matter, a place to play, a time to play. And then when you, like, don't even think about, these thoughts should never enter your mind when you're playing. Will this sell? Is this Instagram worthy? Will people like it? If you try to create what you think people are going to want to see, number one, you're not going to be happy, and number two, it shows through in your work. It looks forced. Some of my best-selling paintings are the ones that I just had a total blast with, and yep, there it went. Okay, we're crooked, but whatever. Let's see how far we can get without it falling again. I'm trying to remember where I left off. Yeah. Just don't, like, be so focused on creating the art that you don't even think about other people and what they might think of your art. That should not, number one, that should never creep into your mind, to be honest, because you are not going to create art that every person on the planet likes. That is impossible, right? You know, some people like abstract, some people like hyperrealism. You know, some people could look at my angels and say those are so cartoonish and childlike, and you know, I just don't like that look. So create art that you love, and then there are going to be people out there that love that as well, and you will find your tribe, is what they call it. You're going to find your people. You're going to find the people that adore you because you are unique and special. They're going to love your artwork because it is unique and special. Oh, I know what I was saying. Some of my best paintings were paintings when I just was free with my art and I didn't have a deadline. I wasn't painting it for a licensee. That's a kind of whole other story. But I just was in the moment creating, and when it was done, I loved it. It's my number one selling angel. Still to this day, it is my number one selling angel. I'm trying to think how many years ago I painted it, but it has to be probably between 6 and 8 years ago that I painted it. It's still my number one seller because it shows in your work when you are having fun. It really, really does. If things are super tight and overworked and, you know, you get in your head too much, then I don't know, I just think it reads. I think it shows in your work. So have fun, have playtime in your sketchbook, and then when you create something in your sketchbook that you really like, you like the techniques you use, you like the colors, you like the composition and everything, then take it to canvas. Then paint it bigger and do it, fairly quickly after you did that in your sketchbook so that it's fresh in your head. And although, again, what can happen then is that you get too in your head about it, trying to get it to look like what you did in your sketchbook. But so you don't want to make it look like what you did in the sketchbook. You want to just experience the same thing that you did in that sketchbook, using the same colors and the same techniques, but put your sketchbook away. Don't look at what you loved in your sketchbook and then try to recreate it on canvas, because it will show and you will be frustrated because you're going to try really hard to make it look like that, and it's never going to. It's never going to. When you create a piece of art, it is unique and you can never recreate it perfectly the same again. So by saying that, though, keep this in mind. When you are playing, get a sketchbook that is large. Like, you can get watercolor pads and watercolor, spiral bound watercolor pads. And you can create acrylic and collage and get the thicker paper, like 140 pound or higher. And you can create collage, you can oil paint, anything you want on it, and watercolor, obviously. Use that as your play, because if something does turn out really awesome and you just want to make prints of that, or you want to sell that original, you can. Where if you put it in a art journal that opens and you've got that fold in the middle, you're never going to be able to sell that. I mean, I have actually scanned my art journal before and then photoshopped that line out of the center, because I'm pretty good at Photoshop. I can really make things look like it was painted on a flat piece of paper when I actually had a crease in the middle. But anyways, so those are kind of a lot of tips. I kind of got off on a tangent on some different things, but the main focus and the main point I'm trying to make is to make time to play, to not worry about, is this going to be Instagram worthy? Are people going to like it? Is it going to sell? Is the original going to sell? Prints? Is it going to be licensable? Whatever it is, or however you sell your work. Don't worry about that. Just paint for the love of painting, for the love of creating. And again, use paper or a pad of some sort that is just, create on a flat piece of paper. That way, if it turns out amazing, you could sell that, or you could scan it and make prints of it. So those are, I guess, kind of the two takeaways. And then again, if you create some cool things in your sketchbook or your, watercolor pad or whatever it is you're using, take it to canvas, create it larger. But don't look at it, because then you're going to get too focused on trying to make it look like that. So that's kind of the recap of this Teresa's Tidbit. I hope that it helped you in some way. Sometimes I think I need to go back and watch my own Teresa's Tidbits, because, we all get caught up in that whole, I only have so much time to paint, so everything has to be awesome and everything has to sell. Well, you know what? We go through a lot of bad paintings to get to the good paintings, and that's just part of being an artist. Just play with your tools and with the techniques and color, and experiment and have a good time. That's how you're going to find your style. And that, my friends, is another Teresa's Tidbit for down the road. All right, thanks for watching. So I'm just leaving keepsakes. Just left keepsakes. And look at what's holding up the traffic. Is that adorable or what? Oh my gosh. Barbara, did you arrange that? Because that's just adorable. Come on, we got some stragglers. Come on now, we gotta go. Oh, how adorable is that? Oh my goodness. Look at all the stuff. This is all the models and patterns left over from the trunk show Keepsakes, or at StitchCon, and then it was on display at Keepsakes. So went down there Saturday, picked that up. That is the framed piece of the sampler for the Silver Needle Retreat, which we leave tomorrow. That just came this morning, was the last piece I needed for taking all of these boxes and filling them with the sampler. Yeah, 150. Here's all the threads. I spent Friday night doing that, getting all the threads together. This has all the linen in it. Here is all the charts. And anyways, I got my work cut out for me today, stuffing all the boxes and putting an image on the front. I can show just a real quick blurb of how it's going to look, because I'm actually not going to show this until I get back. So, bam! That's their swag box, and it will be full of all the goodies. All the goodies, and also the journal. Yeah, I can finally show this stuff. So their Make It and Take It is inside their box. They'll have this. The Silver Needle Retreat July 2021 journal. Their Make It and Take It is to use Mod Podge and Mod Podge it onto their journal. And it's a journal with the dots. So they can take pictures in here with washi tape or glue them in, get signatures from everybody at the retreat, write notes, write memories, whatever. I hope that they enjoy it, and I hope they fill it full of goodness. So, yeah. Here is the Q&A. I decided, instead of being up front just blah blah blahing about my life and career, I'm doing a Q&A, and then there'll be door prizes for the top 3 people that get the most right, and those will be like bullet points where I can talk about my career and stuff. So yep, that's what I'm doing today, guys. Our truck that we ordered did not come in. Actually, it's in. We could pick it up today, but it doesn't have the tonneau cover. So all of these boxes, there would be nowhere to put them in that truck. So that was a real bummer. And because of COVID, it's still haunting us. We could not rent a vehicle. They have nothing to rent. So we're taking our van and just say a prayer. Well, by the time you see this, we'll be back. I just pray that the van makes it there and back. All right, guys. Catch you later. Hey guys, I just wanted to show you what I put in the Silver Needle Retreat swag box. So I had these little stickers made, which is just a portion of the sampler. And then I used that to seal the box right here. And then we printed this print off and adhered it to the box. So what they get inside is a business card. And I had those printed specifically with all these different sampler images on them. And then on the back is all my information. This is by moo.com. I'll have a link in the description box below. They're amazing. They're nice and thick, and I love that they're full color. Okay, so that is inside their box. Then they get the sampler that I designed specifically for the retreat. They get a piece of 36 count Zweigart grandma's slip, 21 by 24 inch piece from X-Shoe Designs. They get the DMC floss kit. They get a journal with a print that this is their make and take, so they're gonna decoupage that onto their journal, and I'll show you what that looks like. So this is what it looks like. So what I did is I took the verse, "In our home, let love abide, and bless those who step inside." I took that off in Photoshop, and I put the Silver Needle Retreat July 2021 journal so that they can put photos in it, write notes about their experience at the retreat. And then I have a little Q&A, which is going to have door prizes, and then ideas for your silver needle retreat journal, and just has some bullet points of things that in case they needed some inspiration for what to put in their journal. So that's it. That is it. So then I just take a little sticker off and I seal the box with a sticker. There you go. You know, I'm kind of disappointed in myself that I didn't do more video and vlogging when I was at the retreat. You know, I wasn't by myself really ever. You know, Kevin and I went together, and sitting there talking on your phone, recording yourself in front of people is just a weird thing to do. And then at the retreat, it was just amazing, but so busy. You know, people I was giving punch needle demos to people. I did my best to go to every table and say hi to everybody at the retreat, introduce myself, see what they're working on, answer any questions, you know, that kind of thing. So I was very, very busy. And then every night we had dinner plans. So yeah, there was just really no time for me to video. Anyway, I didn't, so shame on me. So anyway, I just wanted to, oh gosh, hold on. My dog was about to attack the mail lady, Carla. Not that she would bite anyone, but she just comes running at you, barking, with the hair standing up on the back of her neck all the way down her body. Okay, sorry, I keep getting phone calls. Anyways, my dog, yeah. So poor Carla, you know, I'm yelling at my dog, but she does not stop once she's in full on, you know, crazy mode. Anyways, so what I was talking about was that I wish I would have taken some video when I was at the retreat, but I didn't. And but lesson learned. I'm going to the Midwest Cross Stitchers retreat in Amana, Iowa. That is in October. Yeah, that's in October. So I'll definitely take more video because number one, I'm not the guest designer. It's Brenda Gervais, which is going to be amazing. I just watched Teresa Vanette, Kitten Stitcher. I just watched her latest floss tube video, and she is going to be there with her friend Jen. So that's super exciting. Shauna is going to be there. I love Shauna. She's one of my model stitchers, but I met her actually last year at the Midwest retreat. And so yeah, I'm just looking forward to that and being able to be the one just there as a guest, you know. So, yeah. Anyways, just wanted to jump on here and say the retreat was amazing. I will be going into way more detail on my other channel. It's a floss tube channel, Teresa Kogut's Creative Whims. So if you search that, I actually have two YouTube channels. So this one is more my art channel, which obviously I've been really focused on my needlework business. So not a lot of art to show, but I'm heading to the studio shortly to prepare for Witch Paint Wednesday, which I don't even have anything prepared, but I'm sitting on the porch waiting for my mom to get home, just to make sure she gets home okay. So anyways, guys, thanks for being here, and I'll do some more video later. Bye. I've had this printed for probably 5 years or more. It was originally going to be on a 20 by 20 inch cradle board, but I didn't have a square one. So Witch Paint Wednesday starts in about 10 minutes. So I just got this trace onto a, I think it's an 18 by 24 cradle board. My plan for her is to use all like metallics, and I'm going to use that Dixie Belle Paintin. In the background, it's going to be all like creams and golds. And I love this verse, keep yourselves in God's love as you wait for the mercy of our Lord Jesus Christ to bring you to eternal life. Isn't that gorgeous? So I'm hoping to put that text on there. I don't know, that's awfully wordy. I might just leave the text off, and then in Photoshop for making prints, I can put that text in Photoshop. So that's probably what I'm going to do. Anyway, I want to have it lots of texture, and like I said, silvers and golds and patinas and stuff, but like one thing that's going to be red is just this heart. Well, and her lips, and maybe some, you know, I want her to be like very pale because I want creams and whites. Anyway, watch Witch Paint Wednesday and you can see it progress. Hey friends, I just wanted to do a little wrap up of the past couple of weeks. I'm not going to talk about the retreat anymore because I have covered that in depth, but I just wanted to, oops, I'm bumping into my girl there. Now that I'm home and things have kind of gotten back on schedule, I have a fabric line that is due August 1st. I'm pretty sure I'm going to go a week over the deadline, but next week I will be painting a lot on that, so I will show clips of that. I have this journal idea that has been stewing in my brain for a long time. I'm going to take a little bit of time to work on that, so there should be a new journal video, and then that girl there on Witch Paint Wednesday, I will be working on her. So next CreaTube, over the next 2 weeks, I will have a lot of things to show you, and I'm really excited about painting and creating a lot. I forgot to show you guys, maybe I'll insert it at the very end. I did start a new punch needle while I was away at the retreat because I had to have something to demo anyways, and I also need to work on some new punch needle designs because the Needlework Expo is the last weekend of August, so I only have right now currently 1 punch needle to release, and I want to have at least 3. So I will be working on punch needle. I have been working very little bit, but I did some stitching over the past couple weeks. I'll just pop in a couple pictures of those just to show you other things that I'm working on. But anyways, I'm just happy to be home and ready to paint. I'm looking forward to getting back into more creative, stuff with painting. And not that I'm putting my needlework business on the back burner, because preparing for Needlework Expo is going to be a killer, because I'm planning on releasing 10 cross stitch designs and 3 punch needle, and to write the directions and to fully finish everything, and it is going to be intense. So my August will be so busy. When is it not though? Okay guys, we'll see you in a couple weeks. All right, bye. Just real quick, in the last couple weeks, I haven't had a lot of time to stitch because, well, I've been at the retreat, but also because I forgot to take my halo table light, because when I stitch I have to have magnification and light. So when I got home, I have stitched this flag. It's not done. I got a few more stitches there, and then I got to put all the white stitches in, but I did some at least. And then the punch needle that I worked on is this cute little Halloween one. Oh my gosh, he's so cute. That's the back. Oh, sorry. That's the back side. That's the back side that you work from. This is the finish side. As you can see, these are loops. In case you're not familiar with punch needle, it creates a pile, kind of like carpet. So yeah, he's so cute. So it's a little tuxedo cat. This is going to be an owl. Let me turn it back over. You can see it's going to be an owl, and then there's going to be all these stars with swirls and a mustardy colored kind of background. I got to fill in all this tree. I think I might pull some of these threads out just at the top of all the pumpkins. I want the top of the pumpkins to be a lighter orange, so I'm thinking about pulling those out. I don't know. When I get the background done, I can make that call. I might like it just the way it is. So anyways, just wanted to show you some things I've been working on. All right, guys, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching my channel.